But ma hani kay di soto member itan la ko nying ya kisi le memu report oti.
Correct?
Tonya?
Yes, please.
You received no briefing about investigative progress?
No ma hani kachandiri kuma kan kilin soto nyim kura me alon ko kisi ro nying abetembe da mento.
Correct?
Yes, please.
Everything was dead silence.
Nyim beta ta fata wala nyama data wala nyama.
Yes, please.
There was no state investigation.
Bakola karola kuma findije kay tandiko ye kisi ro nyingele.
Correct?
Tonya?
Yes. As we go, let me just miss it.
What did you say?
As we go along, we will investigation. We'll come to that.
We would come to that. But prior to the arrival of the Ghanaians, the state did nothing to investigate this matter. Do you agree with that?
I'm not aware of that investigation.
In essence, the state made deliberate efforts to cover up these killings. Correct?
Well, from all indications, that's right.
But this was not just the higher levels of state, the president and the others. Even at your level, you all succumbed or you all participated in the cover-up.
Manke hana manga nyindi ron ka forum president wala karola no santo ron hani ita fa wala fanna la memu ministry fannati ita albe ka fuda nyoma sujida nyola le ko alko nyinta aliye dey aliya mabo nyama.
The mere fact that we didn't talk to the public, yes.
In kamaron ka ko ba to nya mandi am jamae ha.
Even when you spoke to the public, you all lied about it.
Ni ngadra diam da jamara hamano ya albe kuma soro balole fo ko nyinto.
Yes. To
including yourself.
Why not?
You too lied about what has happened. True or false?
True.
And let's listen to one of the lies that you have made about this. Sorry. But these lies even continued. These lies continued even after Yaya Jammeh has left this country. True?
What?
I said that the lies continued even after Yaya Jammeh left this country.
That's no lies. That's distorted information.
Mr. Jatta, that is in fact the definition of lies. When you distort the truth. Who is this person?
I gave this to...
Who is this person?
That's me, speaking. Tell him.
Good. And you are talking to who?
Umar Wali.
Let's listen.
Minister, the case was never brought before any commission. The case was never investigated. So whatever we get to know, maybe it could be sidetracked. But we know that Scholar had been ordered to be attended to burial and so on. So you are not privy to any information? No. Whatever I said here. In July, then say. They say it's not something you can...
In July 2005,
Yes.
Ghanaian migrants were murdered here, almost 45 of them.
Correct.
What do you know about that?
All we know they are migrants. And what then I was the interior minister. And all we know they should be deported back.
What was the circumstances of their death?
At that point in time,
Yes.
the matter was not investigated. But I got to know that the Ghanaian Foreign Affairs, who is then now the president, Mahama, was frequenting this country, but I've never met him.
Nana Kufu. Okay, you never met him.
But I've never met him.
But as in
But he used to meet the president and the former IG.
as the interior minister, what was it? So 45 people cannot die in your country, and you don't know what was the cause of their death.
That's it. Who killed them?
That's why I'm asking you.
This is one question also. Whom do we try to find out? Those are the grassroots level.
You should know better. You should be the interior
Now,
minister.
I think now that the president is here, the foreign affairs used to come here to investigate. He wants to talk to the former president. They should have just said, okay, put up an investigating team.
So,
But you can handle the level.
so you want to tell me you don't know any information regarding those people?
I know that they were arrested here as migrants.
Who arrested them?
I think it's the interior or NDA, the interior and the NDA at the border.
That is under your purview.
Yes, and we deported them.
But how can you deport somebody who died in your country?
If you don't know how to send him back, are you going to deport people by plane? We know how we do about it. And when you go back, same route out.
So you are admitting that you killed them?
No.
Okay, then explain, let me make me understand what you are saying now.
All we can do is, if we get you, go back by the same route, bring them back to Senegal.
What I'm saying here, these people, they might have passed Senegal and other countries to come to Gambia.
Yes.
But they die in the Gambia. And you are interior minister at the time.
Yes.
Yes, now you tell me, what happened to those 45 people? 45 people, that's a big number.
Let's say they don't know what happened. And I don't know what happened. If I had known, would I give the platform to investigate?
Now tell me, you are not willing to tell me, but are you going to clear it at the commission? TRRC.
If they call me to the commission, I'll tell you what I know.
So why not you say that what you know with me?
That's going to be press trial.
I'm not trying you.
That's press trial. That's what I'm saying. On the need to know basis. There's some things you go in for it. That's other things I go in for it. Not so.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jatta, I'm sure you recollect that interview.
Mr. Jatta, njikira nyinna ko nying kacha nying akita waro mina kilo samura nolet.
Correct?
Onya?
I gave it to your chief investigator.
You may have done that, I don't know.
But it has been circulating.
But I have received it also through my own sources. But for whatever it is, you told the public that these Ghanaians were deported. That's what you told the interviewer, that the Ghanaians were deported.
That's what I told you. Okay, allow me to comment on
no, just answer the question.
I told him yes, they were deported.
You told him they were deported. But you knew that was a lie.
That is not an information for him. When he walked out, upon the pressure we have received since I left the interior, you killed these people, and he was pursuing me for the purpose of interest. The Englishman said in economics that's not free lunch. He sold this to Fadu Network.
Did they serve you tea or coffee?
He did not even serve me a penny. And he wanted to talk to me, and he wanted me to give him full information, and he spread it to the people. I told him that I have to swear by the Quran to say the right thing. That's press trial.
Mr. Jatta.
And it went on Fatu Network, and he made a lot of money about it. Next moment, he called the BBC to interview me. I refused.
Okay.
Just please put this aside.
Okay.
When
you said that these people were deported, that was a lie.
That was a lie. From me?
Yes.
Yes.
It was part of the deliberate effort to cover up what has happened in this country.
That is most essential with Omar talking to me. You see, you are most important to me than Omar.
But Of course, Omar and I are all the same. And this is not personal. This is the commission.
I was not under pressure to talk to Omar.
Okay, you are under pressure to talk to me.
Here, it's a legitimate matter to talk to you.
No, but let's just deal with the issue.
I accepted. That's the only answer he can get from me.
Okay. It was not true what you said.
Yes.
They were not deported. They were killed in this country.
Hold it. Because I told Marina at this stage we cannot take care of them. They are
You told who?
Never Marina.
That you what?
You cannot hand over these people to us anymore.
But they were already.
Yes, let's come.
Under your custody.
Yes, but what did he tell you? These people are going to leave the country. They will deport them. Along the line, with the security, now we are all involved.
Talk through the microphone.
Oh, okay, sorry. I got distracted sometimes. Yes?
Yes, what?
So they're going to send them because we are not prepared to take them.
Use
our facilities. Now here's the situation. They use our facilities. They mess us up. They're not with us. Things are with them. We are not involved. I suspected the IGP.
Of what?
The truth. Sorry, here.
Yes.
The Inspector General of Police was not very sincere with us.
Wasn't he a jungler before that?
He spent all his life at the State House.
State House.
And those who made progressive appointments or rapid services, rapid promotions, all came from the State House. Every morning, where are you? I'm at the State House. Towards the end, there were so many problems. IGP, I have lost my moral authority as far as I'm the minister. I was the minister.
In reality, who was he reporting to?
The President and Commander-in-Chief. Sorry. But for the other service chiefs, they look under my control. When I come to them, they come running. Except him.
And you didn't like that, did you?
No, Council, even our fuel that we allocate to the police, he said is wrong. Do you know whom they was told to share the fuel for us? Finance Minister. I told the finance officer, give everything to him. Then all our operations will stop. 1 2 of my officers had a problem. The DG Immigration, his deputy. You have to
allow the interpreter.
Okay. You know why the case went to? The President's office. And it was given to the NIA. I called Hydra, who was then the DG. DG or Deputy IG? I said, what's going on that I should not know? Why are you handling this case? Next moment, they passed the matter to me. We have this team number, tax identification number. The cabinet level is supposed to be NIN, National Identification Number, handled by the Department of State for the handled by the Immigration Department. I sent the DG to Dakar. At least to talk to the Senegalese. See how they go about it. This was on a cabinet approval. Usman Sonko knowing fully well that IGP is going to, DG is going to Dakar. While they were on their investigations on this Ndur Cham matter, they sent General Umpamende to Amdalai
General Umpamendi ki Amdalai
arrested Mbu, beat him seriously
jarambu muta ya bute nya sagara
over the week and put a hood on the head.
He has
an official document.
You
are responsible. Suman. The permanent secretary.
Let me ask you.
Let me land.
Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Does or did the IGP have command and control over General Umpamendi?
For IGP police for accounting Maraloso Umpamendi Kandeva.
Umpa is just a state guard boy.
Be careful now, he retired as general. Ranks higher than you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the question is, who sent Umpamendi?
Umpamendi was at the knowledge of the IGP.
Umpamendi killed IGP.
Who knows that?
But you know that.
So it's only Sonko who knows that Umbu is going to Dakar.
But you know that Umpa would not take instructions from the IGP.
About from the investigating team. Sorry, from the investigating team. CDS,
Lantombo,
Arisambu,
DGNIA,
and the IGP.
If
the IGP knows that Umbu is supposed to travel to Dakar,
when
they did this, the PS called me, PS called, permanent secretary. I called Usman Sonko. I said by Monday, let's all go to the president and tell me why Umbu was arrested. He was released. But as a Samaritan, he was saying, look, let it go, look, I've forgiven them.
The question I have is, Sonko did not have any authority to deploy Umpamendi. And obviously Umpamendi would not take orders from Sonko.
But how did you know that Umbu is traveling?
But you're putting the question on the wrong issue. The issue is who had the authority to deploy Umpamendi with such orders.
That committee has the right to call upon anybody and arrest anyone.
Do you know that Umpamendi never worked with that panel?
Only then it must be the president who gave that orders. Who told the president that this man is traveling?
Why did you say the president?
Because he's the Alpha and the Omega.
And you know he was the only person who could have ordered that. In fact, it's not could be. That is the case. That's why your mind went to him. Okay.
Who was released?
But that aside,
okay.
Let's come back to this particular issue.
Yes. I've now landed on that side.
Yes. The government had a deliberate policy of silence and misinformation when it came to the killing of the Ghanaians.
Mansakunda ni sartol le findi sarta mi alon ko sarta taunte sartol le alon ko me sujita nyum ko molda ko.
Yede ibuka kuma fo.
Yede mon kuma fo la ko.
From all indications, yes.
Taman serol membe ya itandi wala keta.
Your departments, which was supposed to investigate, failed completely to investigate.
Ile bunda me alon ko wolle nyanda nyum molda ko kisikisi la. I boitale partima imany molla ko tay ma kisikisi.
And but not only that, they went to make deliberate efforts to destroy and distort documents.
And we tata la fananka taunte ya kon kataka sedan de jora molta ko beta ke betinya.
Which side? NIA, police or interior?
Karajuma, NIA, police, wala interior?
All levels.
Fanabela.
It could be my that document would not be there.
Have they ever asked you for any documents?
No.
Do you know that the documents in the police stations were removed?
The diary was not signed.
How do you know that?
There is no information in the diary.
How do you know that? Do you answer now?
When I crossed during our tour, we went by caravan. I asked for the document, there was nothing.
Which diary?
Diary, Juma. As well as a police diary. Anything that happens.
Police only because to a me diary. Couldn't get a police in the Karo police station or Casabara.
Yeah, that's and
Tatabara.
When did you go to Bara?
What is Jumala Mitara Bara?
I think during the tour, we went on a Monday.
Now the Taman Tata will tell Untan Tamala Lakoka in Yadile.
Whoever was there, police officer. I can't remember, but was not happy.
Police of La Carola, but Mariman say,
it was like, well, leave it to them.
And
then?
Because it was not recorded. I don't know whether if it's recorded, I've not seen that.
Babukar. Are you giving us imagined facts? Or are you giving us real facts?
My first point of call was the Bara police station.
And tell us about that visit.
I to ask him whether was it recorded. This thing has happened here. I hope you have some details. He said no, the case has been handled by the NIA.
You see, Babukar, you know for a fact that the diary was disappeared. That is why you are giving us this information.
I am telling you from my end.
Do you know that the diary was disappeared?
I don't know that it has. Was it recorded in the first place?
You see, the only reason, Babukar, you are bringing this issue of recording in the diary is because you know that the diary does not exist. Yes.
Then that's
you know that the diary has been disappeared by the police.
It's not there.
You know exactly. You know that there was a government operation to disappear that diary. You know that.
But if I had to...
You know that.
How about if they change it?
You know that.
For instance, where you asked for something, they said it's not in the diary. They change it sometimes.
And on this occasion, was it changed?
It was new.
Did you inspect it?
No, I did not inspect it for sure. Already it was at the back of our mind that the NI will get all the information.
You
see, Babukar, this is very strange. This is very strange. This event happened on the 23rd on the morning, which is Saturday. All right? By Monday, there was no plan for a government cover-up. Correct?
Yes.
The facts are just emerging. Correct? So you would not go to Bara on that Monday and start inquiring whether this has been recorded in the diary. Because at that stage, there was no nexus between the migrants and the killings.
But I have the list.
But I told you something.
If I have the list, but I should not be worried about going to the diary.
You said, when did you receive the list?
Monday morning.
When did you go to Bara?
The same day.
Exactly.
I'm satisfied with that information.
So what I am saying is, you did not inspect any diary.
I was trying to pacify them, talk to them nice. But already I have my list. What am I going to inspect in the diary?
Exactly. So when you told us that it was not recorded in the diary, you're not speaking from knowledge on that Monday. You're speaking from knowledge from the period you guys decided to cover up.
Unless the station officer tells me.
It's not, it could be.
Tell me if
that is the truth.
They have recorded.
Babukar, listen. You have to listen carefully.
I'm listening.
Just allow me. And you have to allow for the interpreters to land.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would give an answer to a question when you have not even had the question fully yet.
Okay.
When you told the commission that you went there and you inspected the diary, that was not true. You agree?
You did not pay attention to inspecting the case of the migrants, but they will show you their diaries and how they record it.
Okay.
It will be removed if they had recorded it. The chief police officer there will not talk if he is told to shut down.
these names were not recorded in the diary is derived from your knowledge that the diary was subsequently tampered with.
Could be.
Aseke.
Was tampered with.
Well, welcome home.
Yes, but who did that?
Welcome home. Now you are accepting that the diary was tampered with. This is something that you knew.
I told you the diary there was mutant also.
It does not matter whether it was new or it was old. You knew that the diary was tampered with.
And there was no recording of names.
How did you know that?
If I recorded, you would have the names there.
How do you know they are not there?
We went through it, they flip-flopped, they showed me the diary, how many cases, and by the time I went, it was 3 days later.
I am confused. You told us now that you did not check the diary.
I talked about the inspection. You said that was a hard word. I said I flip-flop through the diary to see how they do this. And in most cases, you must have some chance to look at some areas. So I call that inspection. Wrong English I've used, tense that I've used, or what?
You told us a little while ago that you did not look into the diary. You did not look.
Go. Sorry.
Maybe it's better if you speak in Mandinka. Because I can't understand. In 5 minutes, you've contradicted yourself 3-4 times. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Babukar, you are on the oath.
Sure.
Did you go through the diary?
I went through the diary. They saw me. It was not I myself lifting the papers. They saw me what they do record and how many people, how many times they got cases.
If only diary tandina kalero lubonyoto alunka itandina ikakulu safanya ani yakulu nangamo lensa viji.
Well, you just told us that you did not do that.
You're moving me from my position. That's why if you move me off from my position, you are obliged to get the wrong thing. If I said I have inspected the diary, I've looked through the diary, I've gone through the diary. That's just enough. I'm not going to go by number the whole day. How long would I spend going through all these cases that they are recording?
Do you accept that you have just told the commission 2 minutes ago that you did not inspect the diary, you did not go through it, you were not given all that thing you said you went through? Do you accept that you have told the commission 2 minutes ago that you did not do that?
I'm trying to paraphrase my sentence. If I go this way, you knock me that way. Continue like that's going to be change of statement. If I go to, what do you think I should do at the station first? Because you have more knowledge than I do.
Babukar, this is not about me.
No, you have some information that you're not telling me. But what am I saying? We cannot go over those statements one by one. They flip-flop. I assume that I have gone through the diary.
Babukar, you did not see that diary.
Okay, fine. I didn't see the diary. Maybe somebody told you I did not see the diary. Why should I go to the station for what? When did the pressure level?
You went.
If you want to know,
Did you go to that station to?
Why should I not go to that station?
Did you go to that station to inspect their diary?
I'm going to, now that we are going to move out of that inspection, I visited the station. I should visit that station to start with. Pressure on them because everything is recorded in the diary. We see how much cases they have been taken. You insist,
I'll give that to you. You inspected the diary.
You have to go through the diary.
Okay. Okay.
Use the right terminology. Inspection or go through or which one?
It's both the same. Did you look for entries about the Ghanaians?
No.
Okay. So how do you know that there were no entries in the diary about the Ghanaians?
I have a list. Those people who were at the Bara, a combination of police, NEA, NDEA, police, NDEA, immigration. Yes.
The question is, how do you know that the Ghanaians were not recorded on that diary?
If the police were told not to record it, it's not there. It was not there.
Babukar,
that's to say
you did not look for that.
But anyway, I have something. What am I going to look for in that diary?
Babukar, isn't it the truth? Just hear me out. Just wait for the question. Is it not the truth that you knew that the diary was doctored? You know that the diary was falsified?
Yes, anything can happen to that diary.
We are not talking about what can happen.
Yes.
Listen. You knew that the diary was falsified. And because you knew it was falsified, you giving us this information that the names were not there.
Wala tinaibe nyi karun dalilo me yalonko tumala mele yalonko dairi nyi bulo matala e kumul falingere wala ya sawe be dalilo di kan nakuru ka ko nyi ka ba filindika.
The mere fact that I have the name of those Ghanaians in hand.
That's
just enough.
Jesus Christ. Why can't you just answer questions asked?
I am telling you, that's not hard and fast rule to answering questions. Now, sometimes you take from me, you just have ears for detail. You will know what you really want from me. I am telling you, I am not interested at that point in time to pay that particular, to focus and pay particular attention to that diary. Already what I needed from that diary was the list of names. Why did unless they tell me that somewhere else.
Babukar, you knew that the station diary was falsified.
Police station on the diary ni yafaline.
Could you answer now?
When they come,
could you answer now? Yes.
I cannot tell you how it comes that they moved the diary was not recorded. What I'm telling you one thing, we know that if we want to cover up on certain issues, just keep the diary away. We know the fix. Just have ears for detail. The only way we can cover up things is to remove the diary. I should suspect that it was done. But already, whether they want the diary or not, we have the list.
Who removed the diary?
I did not find out.
But you know that the diary was removed.
The mere fact that that thing was not there.
Ya lon ko
It has been removed.
But how do you know it was not there when you did not check to see it was there?
That's
it. Who knows what was being said there? Don't record it. But when the NIA recorded, we also get our names. Thank God we did not cooperate there. I wouldn't have got a list.
BABUCARR, as Minister of Interior, what happened to the rest of the detainees?
Yeah, with the rest of the detainees. Our incidents, when the Ghanaian Foreign Affairs Minister came here, there were remnants of Ghanaians at the police line in Banjul. Just come for them. Those ones were also handed over because he met the president with the Inspector General of Police.
When did that happen?
When we came back from the tour. The Ghanaian Foreign Affairs was here for the first time. When I was informed about this, by the former Foreign Affairs Secretary of State, Balagay. He requested that I should come down for a meeting. I said no. 6:30 p.m. We are so tired that I can't drive back. If the man will wait for me, I'll come tomorrow morning. We couldn't agree, so I told the minister, I said, you hold the brief for me. When I came back, I went to him. He said that I was supposed to be a joint investigation committee with the Ghanaians. This was discussed with the Ghana Foreign Affairs Minister. He said, okay. He said this was also, the man met the president. They all agreed on that. That did not go on well.
What were the problems?
George was the council. George Christensen was the councillor for Ghana.
George Christensen Ghana la council
I had the opportunity to talk to him. I met him at the police headquarters. Going to the police headquarters. I told him that, George, all this is happening. Why don't you inform me? Come to me and please we sit down and talk. He said, no, a crime has been committed here and the IGP is the target. Should report to IGP. He said, did he inform you about my trip? I said, no. Okay, I'll find out from him. When I went back to the office, I called the IG. I said, come over. He came here, I asked him, I said, George said that there's more to these problems. Investigation, and that he has come to you. He told me, yes, he came to me. Okay. I said, why didn't you inform me? He said, George did not present a list. I said, but a case of this nature, I should know. It did not happen. So I called George. I said, hence, you are sending all the note verbal to the Foreign Affairs, and these people are frequently traveling. If it won't be a problem, let me have your number so that at least we liaise. I'm going to make sure that it is done.
ate koleala woto sila ila numba dinna isaji nsikari diamu mbe kodulu tamandirale.
And I told him that before the Ghanaians come for this investigation team,
adunanyi fa ko janni galon ko binala nyin kisikisir kola
give us 2 to 3 days notice.
Tilifula saba fon kibaro dinna tilifula saba janni be futala
to prepare my men.
Pour sinno molu parendi.
But for the meantime,
bari nyin tembe mfolo.
We want to know the composition of those men and their ranks and appointments.
Laftalo no molu jumanyo lemu aning ila makamolu aning ila palasolo.
So that we can also have those names and ranks for the purpose of the investigation.
Mfanalisiwo mo fasolo ta palasolo ninga makamolu prinsiyo fanalu parendi kisikisiro nyin kama.
We agreed.
Nkambenda.
And I informed the IG.
Na kibaro for IG.
This investigation, I don't know what's going to be the composition, what's going to be the highest rank from the Ghanaian end.
Nilu menu be kafula nyoma kana malon Ghana menu binala menna palaso bebe nyato malon jumalem.
But let's have a forensic expert in between.
Bari na mosoto kono e kafama forensic expert welem ka blue condin tampolu ni saferolu wo ku fasolu men kita alonnati.
An immigration officer.
Anin do kula membe immigration.
A nurse.
Ani jara la loso.
All these are coming for a purpose.
Nilu be bina dalila le kan.
But what is the methodology? How are we going to approach the problem in Senegal?
Bari akonyi mbalala nyadile mbako mbabola nyoto nyadile kantilin Senegal la.
George, you going to help us how we go about it? Or when they come here, we're going to sit and we discuss this.
Nkai George tele be mako le nyikuta mandoto wala ni nata jambesi singa kacha.
Days later,
till danda wokola,
I was called around, that was in the afternoon, that the Ghanaian investigation team here ready to go to Dakar tomorrow.
Yen kumandi iko ha Ghana la kisikisir la nata la dum pareta le purkata Dakar sini.
I called George.
Na George Kili.
I said, by now, that investigation should be our guest, our guest.
Nka bari nyin kisikisir la lunta wala minu nata yili tan kala ntelle la lunta wala.
These people at the airport without the police presence.
Nita nyimolu jia airport ke bentung police la motije mambo akalama.
May look funny.
Asike kuti me ya lonko asike ku nya baloti.
But as of now,
bari say
let's keep them here for 2 days.
Ni mutajang fotili fula.
While we prepare ourselves.
Mfanalisim fam parendi wakam.
By providing per diems for our men.
Nisi per diem mola na mulu nyante jola menna.
An air ticket.
Anin kulunti la ticket olu.
And to clear their presence in Senegal.
Andu ila taro Senegal insa sahayandi.
He told me that the Ghanaians have done that. But I said, when the Ghanaians said, who is going? We don't have any. So I called the IGP.
IGP command
get this man ready.
By the
time the Ghanaians land here, nothing was done. They will not also stay for two days or so.
And
so the other time I met the president, I said, unfortunately, these people are not waiting. I don't know what's the problem.
Wasn't it the case that the Gambia government was obstructionist?
I may sense that because the Ghanaian Foreign Affairs, I could remember frequently this Gambia twice. I was never invited. I was in this country.
But as Minister for Interior, the fact that you never received a single report. For all those units that were under you, doesn't that suggest that you never intended that this matter be investigated?
I thought this was the moment that we should open up.
Why don't you answer my question?
But I have not it in hand. But already
you received no report. Not from the police. Not from immigration. Not from NDEA. Doesn't that suggest that you are not interested in knowing the truth about what was happening? Or that you already knew the truth and we are not interested in the truth coming out.
We were busy down backbiting. Why should this matter be given to the NIA?
Otumo mbe nyabe kandiri mbenyoko makumola munana inyanta nyindila NIA.
Or wasn't it the case that you were also busy doing the cover-up by disappearing the diaries and fabricating evidence?
Oh, fana nyina mange ko dala fana tarta keta mole maro kala bulol be mutarenu ka ko nyinta ka fa ka diary nyimabo aninka
kesingolo
kan.
Well, I have the belief that if the investigation had been launched,
there
were professional police officers in that team,
police this
would come out.
Let me tell you. Do you in fact know that even amongst the police, those officers who intended to carry out an investigations were quickly removed from their positions?
When you learn the call, I know police la Carola, many are long going Hamosuron, Purka, Koyinta, Kisiki. Koyin kono, Tariarinke, not in a bondi or Koyin on Purka, Kisiki.
I was not aware of it.
Mambo Kalama.
But I had the intention to tell the IG. Let's conduct our own investigation, sit down. It was what we finally discussed, because the matter was not in our hands. We are not going to take over the responsibility of something that handled by one institution, do their own thing and hand it over to us. I think they should just complete whatever they have. We are not expecting the immigration to deport them. Let the NIA deport them.
Until then, tala bunda do ko yinke puru ko menke na chika ya lantol blokono purka okota mandi kantella karola ndotala bitum wayra dita menula ena e woto woli ko yinke woli bondi banko kan.
You see, this is extraordinary. For the simple fact that you knew fully well that all you were doing was just intended to window dress this issue and bury it under the carpet.
Amunta albe meko to mundoro wala kanyin ko nyarandi kay tandiro ke ko albe ko katakanne barisatara duma amanke onyati pour ka monu nyama sansandoro.
But you knew fully well,
yes,
that this matter belongs to immigration.
Yes.
But the person you were giving directions to investigate was the IGP. Isn't that what happened?
Council, yes.
But isn't that wrong in the first place? This is a matter for immigration.
Yes.
And you bypass immigration and you ask IGP to investigate.
No. The police have better investigators. Maybe they will investigate other things. The immigration will investigate matters related to immigration.
Investigation
but wasn't it,
some small information, but that will not be sent to the president.
Wasn't this an immigration issue?
We don't know about it.
So who was the best suited to investigate an immigration issue? Was it police or was it immigration?
Immigration themselves.
Immigration ko jumala fam nyanda tar ko nyintala ka ko cases immigration number for police
immigration famale nyanta kala.
Okay,
down there,
but just here,
okay.
You knew fully well that immigration was responsible.
Ni sene ate mala ko immigration ne marata ko la.
Could you answer now?
Yes, immigration is the sole responsible.
Instead of tasking immigration to investigate, you ask the IGP to investigate.
No, that's a team.
Imadi kai ajarta ka aninyana nukadi immigration na imo okere barinara na yata yani police.
Mr. Jatta,
if the police will come in, for sure the immigration will come in.
Police
will come in.
The immigration be mabelale, drug squad, NBE be mabelale.
Sorry.
Mr. Jatta.
Mr.
Jatta, you are doing your somersaults again. You told us quite clearly that you tasked the IGP. You did not task any other institution. So don't try to change the situation. You tasked the IGP. You never asked immigration to investigate. That's the truth.
At our meeting, yes. Now you're going to turn again when I say I've turned to the left. Look, this is a task force. This is a team. When we do things,
there was no task force.
The purpose of mentioning the IGP here.
There was no task force.
The police. No. Wait. This is our internal thing.
There was no task force.
No, that's not task force. What I'm saying, but the police were the most senior on the ground. So what we have
Babukar, that is, you know that statement is not administratively correct. Okay. You know that.
You tell me because you know about it, not so. I'm telling you that no kind of the implementation.
The police are not senior to immigration.
What? No.
Exactly.
Police there were attempts for police to come under immigration.
Yes, but that didn't happen. Babukar, you said you asked for investigations, but you asked the wrong institution.
Okay.
You agree to that?
You agree.
And even though the 8 killings or the 8 dead bodies that were discovered, that act was not investigated. You know that. You know that. You know it was not investigated.
What we do in security, we have a small bit of information that we gather.
The
last year, was it that NIA guy who was able to provide the list? Would have been in trouble, not so.
Look, if you people knew that he had the list, probably he would be dead.
He would have been in trouble.
No, he would not be in trouble. He would be dead by now.
That's trouble.
Oh, that's trouble.
Yes.
That's end of trouble.
End of trouble. But I have the list with me, and I'm holding to that list.
Okay, produce the list, Babukar. So you don't have it with you.
Holding information.
Okay, we would say
if I have to keep it.
Babukar.
For what purpose?
Let's exercise discipline and you just answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down and you just answer questions.
Okay.
But after the death of these 8 people, you knew that there were other West African migrants in your cells.
Honestly, up to that Monday, I have a clue that they were with us. If I had known that, I would not access it. I would tell them to keep them wherever they want to. It's a perennial problem, even at the prisons. You meet somebody.
Let us not muddy the waters.
I will not accept it. Damage and hand over to me.
Babukar.
No. Let's go ahead, please.
Throughout those days, the government of Ghana was making requests.
Yes.
Did you ask about the others who were arrested?
I did not know until the Ghanaian Foreign Affairs Minister himself came here. He met the president. And what the IGP told me, he appealed to the president to release those at police line.
Do you know that these people were not immediately killed? The rest of the group were not immediately killed. They were killed over a week later.
Systematically. I say systematically. I get to know that Sometimes I didn't know that there were Ghanaians being detained at the police line.
The
new one.
The new what?
The new police line.
Police line Kutoto.
Which was where?
The old one is by St. Augustine's.
Augustine's.
By Crab Island.
Kutamani wala be Crab Island mafangala.
Crab Island?
Crab Island.
I'm going to Crab Island End. Police lines.
Police line Fulano.
Yes.
They were kept at the new lines.
The new line
Do you know where New Lines is?
Yeah, I visited that place.
Where was New Lines?
New Line
It was Crab Island.
Whatever Crab Island bala.
The one at St. Augustine's is the old line.
No, that is New Lines.
Number St. Augustine's line.
Then I was referring to that older one.
They are almost adjacent.
One is on the
left, one is on the right.
No, not exactly. That's the mosque area. They are next to they share fence with St. Augustine's.
Yes, that is, it
so you have the fence of the mosque.
Shares fence with St. Joseph's and St. Augustine's. It's demolished now. That is New Lines.
Okay.
And Old Lines is right next to the mosque.
After the mosque, going towards Crab Island.
Yes. So, I
still address
they are adjacent to each other.
But I think that one is New Lines there. Okay. That's police barracks.
I was born and bred in Banjul.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I came from Tujara.
No wonder. No wonder you thought it was near Crab Island.
Yes. So, I questioned the IG. I said, do we still have these people around?
What question? Forget
about this. Give this to the immigration.
The
judge hadn't called me to tell me that the foreign affairs minister was here. I wouldn't have known.
Abukar, are you suggesting that throughout your period as Minister of Interior, you did not know that these West African migrants were killed in this country? And that they were not deported?
We know that. It will not take life. It will not take. No, already there was a witness too.
No.
There was an escapee. And you see, for every crime you commit, people can trace it somewhere. I don't know if it's been traced.
No, so don't
had a witness. Make that noise that the others were being shot dead in this country. Something has happened, and that for those of us who don't have access to talk to the top and so on, who are in charge.
Are you privy? Do you know for a certain that the police participated in this massive cover-up?
Because certain information cannot be answered.
Do you accept?
And I know that they have tampered with diaries.
Why did they tamper with the diary?
Sit on information.
Who supervised that?
If we couldn't get any, IG is responsible. If the state questions about it,
I missed what you last said.
If the state has to question about what happened, I should be questioned. I know for sure.
That is why we are asking you.
When we have flip-flop answers and questions from the services, how do you come to a conclusion? By sitting on a board and putting things together, we will know what really happened. But for sure, when this boy said this until I was convinced that that was a cover-up for sure.
Abukar, do you think you are an effective Minister of Interior?
Abukarete ya mere la watu mena be minister ya la member da banko kono kono.
Or you are just a figurehead.
Minister le mealon ko me ala do ko nyinno.
Who was just there?
Bambantaje.
Not knowing what was happening in the institutions for which you were responsible.
Ben jele dron ka ke mode dron to dron ibe je dron bukalong do ko men katama do ko bunda nyinto.
Look, I have been an effective leader. When you talk about leaders, talk about the quality of leaders and their characteristics. When you give me an okay.
Nalla palaso fale nun adu nibe nyaton ko la kumo fala mo la kumo fo me ya la palaso fa.
From the answers you have given,
it
appears to me you had no clue what the IGP was doing.
I'm coming to that. Yes. Allow me to learn.
Do you accept that? You did not know what the IGP was doing. BABUCARR.
Amunda silande woto ngamirantel kala sorla lu sen fanyo.
Wallahi haket.
You clearly did not know what the IGP was doing.
Seneyate maloko imalong IGP abemenke kanu.
Yes.
You even did not know how many people were killed in this country.
Yes.
You clearly did not know that the IGP was in fact one of the architects of these killings.
Yes.
But you knew that the government was covering up its actions.
Yes.
You gave a blind eye.
You
gave a blind eye to what was going on. You were not interested.
Fine. Let me just answer that. IGP to be directly under me. I did not disregard that he should not be talking to the president. But we were able to control this. I was able to control this order service chiefs. I cannot control the IGP because every day the state house is answerable to the president. Yes, he should be answerable to the president. All the issues. But it is his duty to inform us what's going on. But sometimes for 3 months I won't see the IGP. What do you want me to do? If you take a man of that caliber, he has no idea whatsoever on police duties. Take him to lead the police. What do you expect? Crisis. Every time we have to readjust the demand, keep adjusting demand.
You knew he was a non-killer.
He's a known?
He was a known killer.
He was known for killing. Yes.
You knew that.
But I can't count on what incidents did he ever kill.
Of course, you know about Almamo Mane.
Thank you for reminding me.
He organized And participated in the killing of Almamo Mane. And this is common knowledge in the military.
Almamo Mane la fa atele abengo be tabi landi ku atele ko nyimbeta landi andum nyimu londi la mialon ko sojar kundato jamaa alon.
I was involved in the planning.
Of the killing.
To arrest them.
And then?
We would have done it neat. We arrested all of them like what happened to Landin Sane. It was decided that I take the lead. And I said, I don't go to the State House by this time. When they see me, it could be another problem. To arrest these people, send somebody who knows the State House. So it's when Malia Musajame, Usman Sonko were assigned.
Who assigned them?
The President's office, because this is State House.
The President's office does not assign. It is the people in the President's office who do so.
President.
What's his name?
Yaya Jammeh.
And in fact, he authorized that these people, that Almamo, be liquidated.
That could be on instructions. But if we had gone by my plan, they would have arrested him.
Those who killed him are known to the state. You were what at the time? You were CDS.
CDS.
And Almamo was killed by soldiers. And there was not one interview of any one single person who knows something about that killing. Correct?
Tonya?
It was stated.
What was said? What was stated?
From our own information on what happened.
Was there an investigation?
There was no investigation.
That was wrong.
That was
We have to make sure we have a clean record.
Okay, sorry.
There was no investigation.
Yes.
And that was wrong. That was wrong.
The culprit was taken to the court martial and their names were it was investigated.
Who? Was Landing the culprit?
We were all taken to court martial. He has the opportunity to explain what happened.
Mr. Jatta, we are not talking about Landing Sane. We are talking about the unlawful killing of Almamo Mane. You people did not investigate that. True or false?
Official investigation, no.
Under the rules of the army, wouldn't it have been necessary that that matter be investigated and the facts established?
There were from Almamo those who were involved, Musa Jammeh and others.
Just answer my question.
They are the military police to give their statements.
There was no investigation.
No, for direct investigation, no.
And that was wrong.
It could be wrong.
Could be wrong or was wrong?
Okay, was wrong.
Right. So just the same way, that same person who was involved in the execution of Almamo Mane, Usman Sonko, was also involved in this.
He was involved.
And you knew he was a killer.
Yes. The mere fact that that was done under his command or him through himself is responsible.
And on this particular occasion, with the Ghanaians or with the West Africans,
andu nyilungo nyimfana na kuoto mem keda Africa Ghanaian ol dingol di waranto nañ Africa tilijinda dala banku dingomol.
You all knew that these people were executed.
Albe nyilon ne ko nyimmolu keta molden mi yalan ko ye fale.
You may not know all the details, but you knew these people were executed. That was true, correct?
Just said you suspected that these people were killed. If I knew, I should be able to provide a list of names. Knowing is like being on the spot. What transpired? You know that something has gone terribly wrong.
You kept a blind eye. You knew that the Ghanaians were being misled.
Yes.
You knew that the government did not intend to carry out any investigation.
We said that if it runs by the head. So if the head goes whatever.
And it stunk very badly.
Yes.
But all of you, wallowed in utter silence and misled the whole world about what has happened.
Therefore, sir, now it's being exposed.
And you were all just interested.
Can you please?
No, don't answer.
No, I'm just putting it off.
Please do.
Put it off. Let me
just hand it over. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just hand it over.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was your question?
My question is, all of you just kept silent. You were only concerned about preserving yourselves and your positions. True? Have no further questions.
Let me respond. What would be your reactions if you were in that position?
I will resign, Babukar. I will not be part of the murder of people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Given the coming today.
You will only resign because you know you have the tendency to have overjoy.
Hold on a second, please. We will go on. Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Jatta, for your testimony.
Okay.
You can just confirm for me and for the Commission to take some, among others.
Okay.
Come again?
2 takes, and among others that I gather from his testimony, from your testimony. First take, you just would say yes indeed, yes, you confirm that. Test number 1. Or take number 1, sorry.
Take number 1.
That the state of the Gambia sanctioned the extrajudicial killing of the West African migrants by agents of the state from State House. on the instruction from the President of the Republic, Yaya Jammeh. Do you confirm that take for your testimony today?
Yes, that
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for confirming that.
The fact that the matter was not investigated.
Yeah, thank you.
Chairman, just give me time. And the fact that we all suspected that it came from the State House. We have the fear that things must originate from the State House by the junglers. A unit for that purpose was definitely wrong. I have said that in the TRRC, the Second Republic was marked by civil disobedience. We overthrew a constitutionally elected government. And what did you expect? Well, the president couldn't trust the Senegalese government. They couldn't trust one another. Anything that comes from that end is crisis.
Thank you very much. As I said, I was just seeking confirmation of the first take. The second take from your testimony is that the state of the Gambia established and orchestrated an elaborate scheme to cover up the crime. With the active participation of senior officials from the security sector. Would you confirm that take from your testimony today? These are two takes among others that I just want to make sure that we have this for the record, that council is taking you through it. But I just want to mention this from this chair.
Laftale karbonna sira woto jang nanyin kufulo menyin ka pour que sayandi ay lankenama ay long laftole la wala nanyin ka.
Let me just add something to it.
Ndado la faje.
Chairman, initially when we were in the army,
Chairman fulo birindunda sojariatu.
Whatever goes wrong, we got to the press and analyze what went the consequences of all this. With the course of action. This is what I used to do with my deputies, especially Samsidin, Lieutenant Colonel Samsidin sir. When we gave her back, things have changed. You see, our security chiefs all putting their foot down. Accept certain things and help the man. You allow the man to do everything by himself. Oh, sir, there's an attack from that end. He has to do all the analysis, the president. Pressure started mounting. When I went to the interior, I would have relieved him of all this problem to operate as we used to do in the army. But unfortunately, appointments of senior officers to this police is questionable. That's one major factor why things couldn't move as it should. Bring a young man, a major from the army, to lead those senior officers in the police. I was told to send one of my major, Omar Obimbai, I refused. Let the police manage themselves. If they had been listening to me, although I'm not that much great, I could have a plan about these issues. What is most important is analytic aspects of security. It was not forthcoming.
There's another.
Yeah,
thank you very much. But there is another initiative in the pipeline on security sector reform. Whatever reform recommendations we come up with, maybe we will touch on this, but there is an entity that's involved in security sector reform matters.
Yeah, man, we are going to call you
Mr. Chair, before you give the commissioners, there's something I omitted to ask.
Please go ahead, Council.
You mentioned Balo Kante.
At the time of their arrest, we thought that we've shot civilians. We did not know who attacked us.
Did you go to the NIA to see Balo Kante?
I visited them to see who these people are.
Who did you go with?
No, I went alone with my orderly. And I was given Jobate to take me around and see these people.
Did you at any point in time go with any of the senior officers?
No, it was my deputy, some citizens who were with Colonel Baji, President Security Advisor.
Did you hear about what happened there when they visited?
Yes, he himself has apologized for kicking Balo Kante. He came to me and he said so. I said, okay, now, don't go there again. But they used to give me updates.
And Balo Kante was tortured, wasn't he? BABUCARR, there is nothing like a small kick.
He apologized.
It was uncivilized behavior.
Well, you see,
wasn't it?
That was wrong. We wanted to get facts from them, and if you start torturing them, you'll never get facts. The purpose of
Balo Kante was being tortured at the time, wasn't he?
Well, he said he was tortured at the NIA, but I thought that was wrong. We want information from them. The only way to get information from a prisoner of war is the assurance that he will be alive.
Was he in fact a prisoner of war?
From every category, yes. When he was being picked,
he was just a captured criminal.
No. At the point of contact where he said he was picked up, there was some shooting with the company led by Peter. As they go to Farafenya, I got an information that we've shot a civilian.
We have all those details. All I wanted to know was what happened at the NIA.
Okay.
And just like you have described it, Mr. Sarr has also confirmed in social media, allegedly confirmed on social media, that he kicked Balo Kante. And the description is minimized, but Balo Kante said he was brutally beaten by Mr. Sarr. So, yes. But for whatever it is, he did hit Mr. Kante, and that was unlawful.
Yes.
Did you reprimand him?
I'm saying.
Yes.
He has apologized.
Did you reprimand him?
No.
Yeah. Wasn't that the right thing to do?
I told him that you don't do this.
So that's a reprimand.
No, reprimand means for us as far as we can say punishment.
No, that's a reprimand too.
Okay, well, our reprimand is you do something else, we reduce your seniority.
That's a demotion.
Means of punishment. We reduce your seniority. We cut your pay. Okay. Creating offenses.
Okay.
You'll be charged and taken before the commanding officer. He'll find you guilty.
Okay.
You know? Then they will deduct your pay.
But you know that was conduct that was unbecoming of an officer.
Yeah, but he came to me and he was...
Don't answer the question.
For sure. I'm trying to also connect.
That is conduct that was unlawful.
That's unlawful, but he accepted it. And I called the DG. I said, sorry. This was not what should have happened.
Thank you.
We should trust you people, and we can't come in and start interfering with you.
Thank you.
You called the meeting to say sorry to whom?
To the DG. Those investigating the NIA.
Not to Balo Kante.
To the DG. But not to Balo Kante. Chairman, at that point in time, we were very much annoyed with these people. The only thing is we should not do much about it, because what I told Peter, get them alive. When they went into the guard room, we had an RPG to blow that guard room. Our armory is next to the guard room. The bombs will be landing in town.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. No, she wasn't asking. Yeah, Commissioner Carr? Oh, sorry, Commissioner Samba, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
Chairman.
BABUCARR.
BABUCARR.
The left of me fully, will mean to go for to be saying la ni mol mem fata ila mol pour yamfe.
But I want to tell you, will you apologize to the people whose relatives were killed here?
Certainly, I will do that. Why?
No,
for the Ghanaians. Ghanaians were my mentor in the name of Mr. Pastor Donkong of the Glory Baptist. He did everything to help me when I was fired from my job. He offered scholarship to my kids. Aka scholarship didn't. When you go to the Ghana town, I gave them IDs. And I know Pastor, one old man there, the one who says we were young. I've forgotten the name. That was why after this event, during the AU sensitization, we met at the beach. I pacified them for the trauma they went through. So, it was like some elements of sympathy at one side. We do communicate. The old man's name, he's late now, he's called Akwasi. You know, we certainly, even if for nothing, we have lived with this trauma. Anytime we mention the Ghanaians, we do get panic. The statement I made on this recording, we deported them. In fact, it was as a result of some little bit of anger that came from Basiru Barrow's coup d'etat. Since I left the service, every day BABUCARR Jatta le mofa. Every day BABUCARR Jatta has killed somebody. Towards then I was not even going to, I don't have Facebook, I don't want to deal with this thing. We were expecting to be investigators. Because during one of our briefings with the president, there was an envoy sent to the Gambia. That was when the president told me that this investigation is going to go to ECOWAS. You see? But yes, still, I wanted to have some little bit of information, and he said, do everything for them. If they are interested in some information from your end. And as when they come, he said they will come. That was when we knew that, okay, let's wait and see when they come. Well, it was early days, I think the first month or so. So we were very worried. I have a serious apology to the Ghanaian community. I will certainly apologize.
Because I
really hope on that, because all these killings was not done in your absence.
Because
when these people landed here, as we heard, all those who visited, who went there, had this information that these people are migrants. So if someone goes there, 1, 2, up to 3 people, and the same thing was said to all of them,
atel mem muke bati ngamin atel fana nyanta tala la ke bali yale kayitandi la ko nyil manke kele lalti nyil migrant so leti mel jalon ko nyanta tala ila kulum stock tajulat.
So all of you leaders who were involved should have gone to your main leader and informed him that these people are migrants. Their ship was here. That's why they came here.
Baringa kuwa kurosi nyame ngaji be nyame atel damangul lebe nyo bayindikan palasola.
But how I see things, how things went in those days where you people were after one another because of positions.
Because ya jame be dame mbambo me alon ko konkole bala ni momo bulada ko na ba kunungal.
Because Yaya Jammeh at that time was a hungry crocodile. Whatever happens to go into his mouth, he will swallow.
Altel fana mantara lori Gambia albe lori alfang la interest lela.
You people were also not standing for the interest of the Gambia. You were just interested in yourselves.
Uto al nyanta tubi sayla because ntel fana Gambia no be nyanta tubi sayla foreign national le because nka fole ko ale foreign national le haya wolle kana mol fa yara fang atel fang me yalon ko al mu Gambia dingol leti al mu namba kilin fa kilin nyol leti atel fang le ka mol fa.
So we should apologize to foreigners because what we thought initially was that foreigners were hired to come and kill Gambians here. On the whole, it was our own brothers, our own blood who were killing out their fellow Gambians. So this is why you should apologize. This is what I can tell you. I don't know what you have to tell me.
Madam, what you have said is just right.
Madam.
In every situation, we should be very transparent with what we do. But sometimes when we observe, why this case?
But
migration matters has ever been a problem here. We've been traveling to Belgium to talk about IOM, on this IOM affairs. But if something happens and a drastic step has been taken, it resonates into the security. I am telling you, if you kill as a soldier, and not counsel, all the soldiers will frustrate you in the barracks. And if you give the soldiers the course to analyze what their bosses were doing, that's a recipe for crisis. After 9/11, we were supposed to go to Farafenni to fight these rebels. I had to go myself to Yundum Barracks to convince the soldiers to go. So
we are saying, you want to do, if things go wrong, you want to leave it in our hands.
So our protection also should come from the top.
So, but
if you decide to leave, another one will come. We say soldier man dies, soldier man take over, barracks remain. System the same system does not go correctly. And every day, when this system started coming up, panic. You feel panic. I only hope my name will not be mentioned there. So if the state cannot protect us and expose us, we talk about it. But if we had done it right, maybe today there will be a tap on our back to say, well done. Look at the case of Lajola. I did not wait for the president to give me instructions. I went out with my commander. We were picking this information from the radios from the ports. But at the end of the exercise, President Watt came here and decorated every Navy officer. I said, minus me. He said, no, you have to be decorated. That's a tap on the back. This is what we should be doing. But then, If anger leads,
we are
very sorry. The force of this kind, look at the magnitude. That was serious, madam. Thank you for that question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinte, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Kinte lafta ñinin karo kela.
Hello, assalamu alaikum Babukar.
Assalamu alaikum Babukar.
Ntolnga kala mutajang listo men sotota mosiatal.
What we came to understand here is the list is more than what has been said.
Andung kulungo panangkono momen to fota ko ya konti ya kunna konti o finansia bata listotile.
And those people who were on board the ship, the amount of people who were counted is also more than what was written on the list.
Kulungo ko taworo ni worowla.
According to the information from the ship, they said it was 67.
Bari kaito mem bara wala account talulu ni hulate manyosa bobe world.
But the amount of people we got from the Bara was 51, 52. This is what was being said. What is being said?
Me ya soto kairaba we talulu ni killing soto.
The person who got the list from Kairaba said it was 51.
That's
very clear because the names were written and the countries they originated from were also written. But what you said here, you were saying about 36 people that you have got a list. Is that what you really said, 36 people?
When I
was given that 36,
and the first one team followed in.
That was the first list which was given to me.
And what list was interesting? That for 40 something, 42 or what? But I can't remember all.
But later on the list, there came more names. In fact, it went up to 46. I cannot remember all the names.
Hence, they said these people were scattered in Bara and they were arresting them. So I assume that the information was coming whenever they arrested. But now I was telling Esa, but now something he said 50 some. Esa said something higher than that.
67.
I was shocked. I was really shocked. At least has gone to that stage. No, this is serious.
Service chiefs nyolo ibe danaka ibe benu poro tole biribe nyunu bondila kulunkono ke sambananduma.
I also came to understand that all the service chiefs were at the port when these people were disembarking from the ship coming to shore.
Baita kami itandi na wala mnyinde kwa ite mantara kala mutare mfa. Nyaming.
But what you are telling us is that you don't even know, you were not aware that the service chiefs were at that port and receiving these people. You were not even aware of what was going on there.
No. Now my commissioner to jam.
I had it at the commission here.
Usman did not tell me that he did not tell me that he was at the Navy headquarters.
Usman amafanya katebe na bako no sojaro la kordato.
Now I am convinced
that
the president was informed prior to me talking to the president.
Because the president because if the president come back to me, if the president
to ask me about that grants, when I have given a wrong figure, I'll hold my service responsible. They were hiding from us. Anyway, let me say they were hiding from me. Because they said I'm too mouthy. There's nothing like Mauti keeping him state secrets.
Amanke dawaroti pour ka bank kukulolu mabo.
Bari ite listo men soto woto ye soto no nyaadi le biri ka kolu mabo ma ite nata harje nyaadi le fo listo soto tan sabani woro anata tafo tan nani.
As far as you said that they were hiding things from you, how did you get that 36 list, which later on added up to 46? How did you get that?
Yeah, NDEA, National Drug Enforcement Agency, NDEA, personal store. So they are linked to their boss. Immigration is linked to their boss too.
Immigration and NDEA.
So I will always take the highest figure.
I should have
that's increment going, but at certain stage it stopped. And honestly, when I had that paper in hand, I was waiting for the IG to submit his. It never happened.
I followed him. I tried with him.
But then, unfortunately, this is what we face at the ministry. When you talk to all the ministers who came from me, they also tell you their own problems. I think if it had passed this moment, there would be no need for an interior minister. The president will be the interior minister and the minister of defense.
President Damang, Fangsik Minister Timata Banco Kankola and in Canton in Tanko.
Enyum fanam poko imalo nunko be kairaba anindula kote molto barila kumulu kono koteke inata poko ila kalamuda robe jele ko benum police lines either new or all lines.
You said you were not aware of these people being at the Kairaba station, but in your narration you said you were aware that they were at certain police stations around, at certain places. You said that in your narration.
No, police.
All and new. Police at the police line, all and new police line.
Inatana kato kila banka long menu be police line. Jellemu anila Kenya benyadi.
Did you later try to find out those at the police line? What was their condition and what was going on?
And what number?
And what number?
But Ghanaian Foreign Affairs Minister Nata Jang.
I wasn't aware. They didn't tell me anything until
I went with George Christensen to meet the president.
Then I met George Christensen.
I was in the country.
I was in the country. I was
invited. They called the IGP.
The IGP Lekili.
I think George was also running his investigation. I should think so.
This
is where they said that there were some Ghanaians at this police line. When George came out of the meeting, he called me. He said, well, we expect you to be here. What's that? He said, our foreign affairs minister is here. He just talked to the president. I said, if I'm not invited, well and good. He said, talk to the IGP. We have some men at the police line. Let me say police line. I don't know which one is one. And he's here to pick them. The IGP went and handed it over to them. When he came, I waited for this. He did not tell me anything. I called him. IG. Why I was not detained at the police line. He told me that the Ghanaian minister came to appeal on their behalf and they have handed all of them. I said, how much? He didn't give me a figure. What's the list of names? He didn't give us it. I said, how can you then identify these are Ghanaians? There could be this sub-regional personnel who could communicate in Ghana. In Ghanaian language. Nothing. I said, okay, you can go back. I was really frustrated.
Bari uto akamundeka punyeleko mo baluri ngulu sototale Gambia man sakunda menu di Ghana Mansakundala Puriye.
Correct.
Is it so? Which means that there were people who were not executed, who were alive and were finally handed over to the Ghana government.
It's in my statement.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
yes.
Because
what we came to understand, according to the information here,
Gambian agent in contact no.
Because the three people who initially left the boat to go and buy a SIM card so that they can contact their Gambian counterpart.
Labango inata wale lubula yesamba for border or whatever itata Senegal. Itata in Senegal lela.
Finally, I think those people were taken to the border and were released, and they went through Senegal.
But hanibi kachamang nyumul memo madunda Ghana government bulu kata kachama for sako ase hapo fono.
But still, up to this point, the people who were handed over to the Ghana foreign minister, who went along with them, it has not been mentioned in any statement, or nobody has talked about it, or even to know the amount of people who were handed over.
And in increases in Temo, ika itendi na nyame wala munyente ate la no soto e ndunga damada manu ibebula la kuolu konole ke bodni benuto.
And between you and Christensen, you didn't give us anything, and maybe he would have involved you in whatever was going on so that everything will come out clearly.
Iman kibari so that fanambulu nyimol memo ma ibeniola yedi Ghana Mansakundala mo jellem.
Didn't you get any information from him to know that how many people were handed over and whether as far as they were alive?
And ikeni Ghana town called Temo for Nyaming, ini Temo. Wala fo man kibar so to fana bankalo ye mo kende jelle di Ghana la Gambia Mansakunda mendila pour ye murunde Ghana.
Didn't you get any information about the number of people who were handed over to the minister to go along with them back to Ghana? That's what I was saying.
Level.
It got to a stage, whatever they told me, I did not believe.
If these were people who are migrants and were arrested and were documented, you went down there, how the handing over happened, I don't know. He said here they have gone with the Ghanaian Foreign Affairs Minister. By air or by land?
Akole dronko ye di Ghana la minister la membe ni bantala bankolo tema. Nka nyadi itata nyadi le kuluntila la lomba mfosila juma.
List, even the list.
And he told us
recorded.
And he told me
recorded too. But he said no. He just went and he told the police, let them go.
Over.
Just like that. That's it.
So monanga moete molon bunda o bundala.
You don't know the exact number of individuals involved.
Thank you.
Yeah, they do hide away from me.
Thank you, Bishop. You have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. BABUCARR JATTA.
Number Chairman, Mr. BABUCARR JATTA.
Did I hear you well? That when the IGP Usman Sonko informed you about the incident, you asked him whether the president is aware. Did I hear that well?
Yes.
As Minister of Interior, why should such an incident be reported to the president?
Sometimes you wonder how things were going, but I said so. The president knows more than I do. There were incidents when he would question me in cabinet about certain things. He was saying that you are not monitoring things. I said, how can I monitor when a person who cannot even do this job is in the forefront?
Let
me quote one incident. I told the IGP I would need a report of all the crimes in the country quarterly. First 3 months gone. He gave me 3 series of 300 and something. 6 months later, the report I get had an addition of only 7 people. But when I went to the presence of, I met at the president of the cabinet, he gave me the full report. I saw that and I called him. He said that was a mistake. One thing I will understand, when they are under me in the army, I will never give 1 inch. In the case of Almamu la Carola, he took all the property, thinking that he's going to divide this between the wives. Binta came to me to complain about Sonko's case. And I warned him, I don't want to hear you talk about this. This is the case of we're either going to go to the Kadi or we apply the military rule. Get out of this matter. There were incidents the president, as state guard commander, the president gave us some 200,000. He took 50,000 out of it. The president will come full of dinner, many along Leba, Alabunda, Ladukola, Cantarola. I take killing the less will tell Letaji. Don't mean that I'm going to send a receipt. Amalo to more contingent and very receipt. When the receipt went, it was proven. The president said, let him leave the state house. President Okaibo State House. He said I should fire him. I said, no, wait. We collect the money and reprimanded him. But it did not take long when he said he wants Sonko back. But Amani made President see me as somebody who was totally against them. I'm trying to put so many incidents also happened with the NI. As colleagues, I went down to them to tell them that this is wrong. The net partner was telling me that don't you know that even the president, I have his documents. I said, how about the accounts? So we were always at war. Our heads were hit together. Anyway, did I answer your question?
Well, it's very disheartening to know that people that are in positions of authority would simply not perform their duties satisfactorily. And the case of the migrants is one point. Because there was no need for the matter to be taken to the president. This was a simple thing of, people who were dumped due to no fault of theirs in a foreign land. These people, the least that they should have deserved from this land was protection. It's so sad to hear the people in positions of authority are not capable to perform their duties.
Thank you, Pastor.
Pastor.
Thank you.
Sometimes, let me answer to that.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I thought.
Sometimes when you look at the system, by virtue of our appointments, and you wonder why this particular case. We have been deporting them. We've never had an incident of murder and so on. Why this particular case? I am 100% sure. I doubt the security chiefs. Somebody had to tell the president that these are mercenaries. In 1995, when Naisise was the DG immigration, some South Africans came here with a DC-9. Came with black hoods, black hats and hoods. They landed at the airport. We were alerted. We went down there. We told them that what were you doing here? So they are here for business. Who do you know here to lead you? We looked at them, these are all able and fit young men. Sorry. After leave. The president was in Nigeria. Wrong information was given to him. I don't know by whom. They were orchestrating for the dismissal of the DG immigration. Immigration put our foot down and it was cancelled. The DG did nothing. We were alerted. But you see how decisions have been taken. Decisions are not taken in the right manner. You see, don't be real and allow them to do their job. There is no sign and symptoms of these Ghanaians being combatants. Why this time? At the end of the washing matters, the investigator was directed to wrong people. They should not. Leave this with us and you see what's going to happen. We will give them medical treatment because somebody was very tired. And feed them. Financially, to feed them. We will consult the embassy or council. But sometimes we would ask them if you have anybody here to guarantee your stay in this country. We will process you and give you residential status. That will running around trying to keep the logistics. And the funds were not there. But under these circumstances, there was no command and control over the forces. Every security service is acting on its own. Pardon? Every security sector is acting on their own. All this would have collated at the national security level. Then we would have fought away. But in the absence of this, chaos and confusion. Now look at our image has been dented. And there's nobody to rescue us. But thanks for the TRC. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And before I give the floor to Imam Jallo, did you say that you suspected some security officers must have been the ones to tell Jame that the migrants were mercenaries?
I should think so, because who is sending this information to him? It's not the police or the IG who has access.
It only coming Yamaroni Gabo Modole police will look on
it could also be the IG. We don't know who was giving information.
Asking police will look on Kotile.
Sorry. The other time I came to the TRC,
what it does to the Northern and TRC,
we had a short meeting with SFL
on
this November 11th thing. He gave me very good information, and I appreciate that.
I could have kindled in a Mialango, work it and take from a Nyabo quote.
Because I was pursuing one answer, question and answer. For how many years?
Sanji
it leaked.
But a jam, I find it a jam.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Imam Jallo, you have the floor.
Commissioner Imam Jallo,
Thank you, Chair. Witness. Said. All the service chiefs of the Gambia at that time knew that these people are not armed. They cannot be rebels. But you deliberately shut your eyes and saw them massacred in the forest in the Gambia. Now, what do you think is rational for this? We have several intentions for murder. Ritual killings. Murder. I want you to tell me if there is any other possibility of another intention for murdering these innocent citizens. It is definite that these people were not armed. They had no evil intentions against the Gambia as a nation.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Commissioner.
There was no spirit of ritual killing.
But
I can tell you, Jammeh really suspected the Senegalese. Whatever comes from Senegal, out. But when Malekanda and others were arrested, others were also handed over when there was no extradition treaty between us and the Gambia.
But what do you mbalo kante mutana nyol ye mutale purke seni na banko kan ayatara hani femmantara je mialonko wele safe kaita ne ko Gambia ni banko kotangol tema ye sembo de la police momul ni na nay ku jawke.
I have also mentioned that it could be an operation that went terribly wrong from the services.
Aske no doku tele doku jawba mialanko yake nyintango bundala kod karola femmanti na kodo.
Once they were exposed,
the
whole thing took a different turn. I don't know. I was just trying to imagine. But I have the belief. We went by our heart and not the head. That has given us an ample problem. I cannot steal. Figure out people who have no characteristics of an armed attack. They don't even have identification of an identification to identify one another. Arrested by few police officers when they have outnumbered them. And it looks like they are also trying to assist, sort for an assistance from the police. Who knows? And they have taken their passport. They have no documents with them. Where did they end up? After that, what happened? Why didn't they hold the others who are coming
and slaughtered them. Because this migration problem was a big problem for everybody. And who are always at the lead? We the security. They are also part of migrants. You know, they leave the job, they will not inform the authority. So this is one problem that we will live with. Yes, I hope you have answered your question.
Okay. Thank you very much, Commissioner Carr.
Commissioner Carr.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank
you, Mr. Jatta, for your testimony before this commission. The first question I want to ask you is along the lines of the answer you gave to one of Commissioner Samba's questions. You mentioned that somehow anger led in how the issue of the Ghanaians was dealt with.
Where
was this anger from?
This anger must have talked to the president. When he doesn't trust the Senegalese. And to washing matter, whoever tell the president these are machineries has caused a serious problem. And he acted. Look at what happened during 11 November. You see, once you start killing, once you kill one figure, you will kill two. You will kill three. You become a serial killer. And if nothing comes out of it, you will continue killing.
Do I take it that you mean anger was always one of the reasons how that influenced how Jammeh dealt with issues?
Inability to take the right decision. You see, as a head of an institution, all we need from you is ideas and decisions. When something happens, take your time. These people cannot, even if they are mercenaries, they have failed. If they had used this diplomatically against whether Senegal or Ghana or Togo, we would have got a tap on our back. But decision matters at the head of everything. Because information will be coming. That would, some information would satisfy you. Others will be bitter. So now, to read between the lines, whoever is in the head, you are on your own. You must decide and decide fast. And your decision must be decisive. But well, if that is lacking, those who are holding you fast, you say that's straining you. You will have the other people who will take care of you. Now, although we know the security is committed to this, they fail to play their role as usual. Now they have packed the pack on the Jammeh's head. How can he take this off his head? That's why I say in everything that we do, decision matters. Did I answer your question?
Okay. The next one is I have several questions, but let me just end here with this question. What's your biggest takeaway?
Regret.
And what do you regret?
I regret that I have never been given the chance. And the bulk of the problem has been thrown to us. I am 100% sure that if you ask Jammeh what happened, you will also push the problem to the security. Now who is going to carry the load? Him. He's the head of this country. He's the head of the security, commander-in-chief. If they had arrested some of us for giving the wrong decisions and taking the wrong actions, you all straighten up. But whatever wrong thing you take, for some bodies. But if others do the thing, discharge them, arrest them, put others under the corridor of power, they were given the liberty to do anything. Is that not the case with the junglers? There was a time they went to Senegambia, started causing big trouble there, stopping everybody. That was when I was out of the service. Drinking, smoking, or jump anywhere they want. Was that right? No. Carrying weapons all over. That was wrong. So somebody would have put his foot down. Control that. All cost. We have told him that this is, we would not allow this. We took the risk. Something went terribly wrong. Like he told me that I have to sort it out. I said, sorry, I cannot. I got fired from the army. I did not regret it. Because mentally I was so tired. Physically I'm going into this place.
Thank you. I hope your experiences would be a lesson for all of us, especially for those who are serving in the security forces. And thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you, Mr. Jatta. If you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed. Imam C, you have the floor. Indicated that earlier.
Imam C left Kenyininka.
Koto BABUCARR jërëjëf.
Thank you, Koto BABUCARR. We are thanking you for giving your testimony here. I have believed that you are not wicked somebody. But you are very slow. We are thanking you, and also I have a question to ask, but I want to ask the council. That is about almost about 51 people, 61 people.
am 51 des nañ fi ci Gambie.
And also the second list is we have about 51 who are in the Gambia here.
Seen des bi itam déggoon nañ am na juróom ñetti ñu rayoon Brufut.
And also the remain is we had that there were about 8 people that were murdered in Brufut.
Am nañ 9 ñoo xamante ne ñu ko suuloon foofu ci boori guy googu.
And also there were 9 people who were buried beside the tree.
Fi reccoon itam am na juróom ñetti nit ñu àndoon ci àll bi.
And also the one who has escaped along with 8 more people. And we also heard that there were 6 people who has returned to Senegal. And also there were people who were taken to court, and especially there was one who gave testimony yesterday.
51 ak ñoom naka lañ déssé parce que lim biñ dégg ni matu 50 yu dé.
What I want it to be clear to me is that the 51 people the 51 people that were the 51 Ghanaian people, where they remain in the Gambia here, and if in the event that they remain in the Gambia, how were they able to remain in the Gambia here?
Légui ñi dess bi nga xamantene mat na 51 ñu dé ñom la mon bëggona kam naka la lim bi démé.
Also the remaining ones, that is 51, I want to know how that list took effect.
Parce que sen japp bi ñu wax ñi am nañu nekkon police, ñi am nañu nekkon Kayraba, ñi demon nañ kër Baba Job.
Because what happened is those people who were apprehended, it was mentioned that they were taken to, some were taken to Baba Job's residence, some were taken to the police. This is the question I want to ask.
Perhaps the best thing would be to answer this question after the lunch break.
Nous gen moy pour ñu laccé tontu sa laccé bi ni.
Suñ delsé suñ agné ba delsé ma tontu latte bi
comme ça min kala nim botan nan konton lan sinela ñinin karo ñi jabi
latte bu important la
ila ñinin karo ñi nga kumata bakale
amna solo lol
kumata bakale
suñ del sé dina ko tontu parce que def nañ tojat nañ ko be xam mbir mi nim télé
nim montanan sa jabi katuko nga ko ñimbe nga kono jibele nga long mim abelare nyami.
Council, I'll grant your wishes. If I thought we were going to finish with the witness here and then get the other one to come, and we conclude that one perhaps in a very short session. But is it really your wish to continue with this witness and answer Imam Sisama questions? And do you intend to bring the second witness in the afternoon? That may not be possible. If we come back, we probably would just stay with you answering Imam Sisama question. Anyway, give me some indication.
I think we can take another witness, Mr. Chair, the IGP, just to tender the diaries, and then we leave it at that.
That would be a short one.
Yes, could be a short one. Would be a short one.
Yeah, fine. Then we can take the lunch break now, and come back at.
He has to. You had given him the opportunity to say a few words.
Oh,
but this would be his third bite at the cherry, so he better makes it short.
So
thank you.
Okay, so Imam's answer would be with Jatta not around. Okay.
Yes, after lunch.
Splendid.
Thank you.
Mr. Jatta,
time is short.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead if you have.
Do I have to answer his question?
Yes, indeed.
What did you, please repeat it.
The question was not addressed to you. It was addressed to me.
I was addressed to you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Chairman, thank you very much.
Chairman,
you are welcome
for this gathering. Well, this is a lesson for all of us. For every Gambian. And most affected are with the security. You see, resignation, always as Esa would like it to be, was never the option. At difficult moments, stand firm. There'll come a time. Things will be very easy. Atrocities were committed very seriously.
This issue of Ghanaian was never ever coordinated or controlled.
Ya jelle nyin Ghanaiano la karola fenne mi alonko imam mara wala ka tamande ko ma nyanta tamalanya.
We do not wish
man la finu
to see ourselves exposed like this.
Komi yem fintindi ka wanyar komi akata nyami.
With our soldiers,
bar komi sojaro lenti.
We have one rule.
Ya je sata kilimbembulu.
If you use us for an illegal order,
yaje nienta yem munafanna ka yamar yembula yamar la miyan ka ni luwa manta.
We will show you the way why we can lick.
Mbasilo itandila mbo wa ku wanyara no nyami.
I have discussed with the ESA.
Yaje ni ESA kachata.
We said this, the illegal orders that administers the armed forces, where at one time they can say, you are going to go to the Supreme Court based on the commanders-in-chief's decision are murder, treason, rape, terrorism.
Yaje le watu uminka kanu bag. Yaje ese sino de ko bite dam ko la Supreme Court le. Ni taraje ese tumi komi yem mole fa ngani o kay pareta ka mo fa ya mari fa. Aninka masakunda bwendi. Anim fana kanyapinka mokang komi muso kanyapinka ngakang. Even these junglers, if you talk to them, they were not happy with killing. Hani jungler ni diamute, imun kontan fa kanyim mo farming kete. And if a soldier kills, he will make sure he leaves a trail behind. Now, how did some of these people escape like that without being killed? That is why to be firm and fair, there's always the rule of thumb. Otherwise, you'll be exposed. You think that we are doing this undercover. We are not. We are under the world's camera. No, let's hope that this is a traumatic moment for the security. We have to apologize to the Ghanaians. We have to look more to apologize. You know, we've committed so much atrocities. We couldn't even account for it. Now, our case has passed the TRC now. Our case is in the hands of the Lord. We may ask for forgiveness. Because whatever we do, if we don't tell the TRC, it will always be in heart. It will never come out. Let me quote an incident. Musa Jamme, Malia Mungu. He met me at a point. He told me, look at me. This court martial every day, Musa Jamme. On the whole, it was taken on his tool. He was not cancelled. So we are most affected. And we want to thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for bringing us there to at least investigate such issues. My best regards goes to everybody in Ghana, wherever the Ghanaians and other Senegalese, Senegalese were there, Nigerians were there, as part of those killed. Or they have escaped or be released. We may have forgot we put them under trauma. I would like to say we are very sorry.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Jatta.
Mr. Jatta.
And so do you have any procedural matters to raise before we take a break?
Yes, I would like to ask that the video that I showed of the interview between Mr. BABUCARR JATTA and Mr. Omar Wali be exhibited as Exhibit 202.
202?
Yes.
Okay. Indeed. Thank you very much. My request granted. We will take a break and resume at 4 o'clock. Is that enough? Do we have enough time for that, Council, for the next witness?
Converge at 4, and I'll answer the question. We would have to check whether the IGP is still available.
Yes,
Our appointment with him was 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, that's what I thought. Okay. Fine. We will resume at 4 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Jatta.